Hello and welcome back to Why Monday Because Thursday, and thank you for all the questions you gave us. We were prepared to do a no questions Thursday, but luckily
Thank God we cannot. We have some questions to answer.
Yes, Madeleine is the innocent hand today, and we'll draw 3 questions.
So, first question, Aurélie Ferron from FTI Touristic. Apart from the traditional semantics analysis, what can be a good way to introduce the understanding phase? Imagine that you have 1 hour to half a day for this. I think we can have some ideas for that. Next one.
Christina Schrötteler from Berlin Hip. Which warm-ups to get stiff people in corporates out of their shells? Love this one.
And last lucky one is Ariel Ora. He's a design thinking freelancer. How do you deal with the fact that you don't like one or more workshop participants? Okay, so this is very delicate but also common.
Very important. So let's go.
Yes. Okay, so this question is about warm-ups to get people out of their shells. And this is what we like to do. So, first, embrace yourself as a role model. Be the one laying on the floor first. If you want people to do weird things, you should be the first one doing them.
Yes, and always with design thinking, you have to create sense. So be clear why you do this warm-up right now and what kind of goal you want to achieve with it.
Yes, and what I like to do is to link the warm-up with the design thinking phase you're about to do. In that sense, they can see that this warm-up is benefiting to get the right mindset and the right attitude to do the next phase.
Yes, and to get people really out of the shells. I love to do warm-ups with a lot of movement, with a lot of body movement. For example, the magic mushroom. Well, you have to circle each other 3 times and then you become a mushroom, and it works every time. Trust me. Or the secret handshakes, which I got from Molly, the best.
Yes, and if you want to know how the secret handshakes work, go to our CoachBot. The link is below, and it will tell you a lot of warm-ups that we have gathered so you can practice them in your next workshop.
And have fun. All right, next question. Aurélie, another method for understanding, and I know a very good one. Sebastian, Jonas, and Niels from Patek, they showed it to me. It's really good. It's called Boardwalk, and this is how it goes. First off, we need some space. So, you have 3 boards. So, you do this in the whole group, no teaming yet. And one board is about uses, one board is about barriers inside your challenges, and one is about what already works well inside that challenge. This is especially good for internal challenges because it's very appreciative. Then you divide the group into 3 little groups, each for each board, and you have 4 rounds. The first round is silence, so no talking. The participants should just write on the board whatever comes to their mind regarding this question, right? No talking. Second round, you rotate. These come here, these come here, these come here. Building on top. Now they're allowed to talk, but they have to build on top what's already on the board. Then, next round, visualizing. And you rotate again. So now it's like this. No more writing, talking is allowed, but being visual, right? Draw icons, do relationships, draw arrows, whatever, but no writing. And the last but final round is summarizing and condensing. So the original group should be in front of their board right now. So they take a good look at what is there, summarize it, put the most important stuff out of there, put it on another flip chart or another board, and then present it to the group. What I really like about that method is that you do this in the whole group, you can harness the knowledge of the whole group for the understanding phase, and you can do the teaming afterwards according to the user. Also, there's a lot of design thinking principles already in there. Being visual and building on top of each other, and so this is what the participants instantly learn. Next question. Ariel asks us, what do you do if you don't like one or more workshop participants?
Very delicate question, I would say.
Yeah, nobody prepares you for that kind of. And in my experience, what worked well for me is when I encounter something like this, I step outside the team and I reflect on my experience and why this is bothering me and why I feel that. And I kind of have to come to a conclusion where I say like, okay, is this a personal thing? Then there's not so much you can do actually. You just have to be professional, continue on, focus on what is good. If it is on the other side inflicting and impacting on the team, on the journey, on the process, then you have to confront this.
Yes, and a good way to confront it that has worked for me is using the framework of nonviolent communication, which has 4 steps. So the first step is that you need to mention what was the situation in which these uncomfortable behaviors happened. So for example, when we were doing synthesis and we were about to create insights, this is a situation. The second step is to mention what was the action this person did that was creating these uncomfortable team dynamics. So you can say something like, you were very excited about sharing your ideas, but in the way you did it, you were interrupting your team members. So very clear action that this person did. Third one will be how this impacted the team. So you can say something, when you did that, this prevented your team members from sharing their own ideas, so they kept being silent. So this was not good for the team. And then the fourth one that I think is very important is that you need to mention what could be an alternative or a possibility for this person to change this behavior. Because it's very important to not only say what is not working, but also what can be done. So something that you could say would be like, next time when you feel that you are very excited about sharing some topics, also be mindful of your team members. And if you see that they are not speaking, be the one that bring them into the conversation so you can have an equal sharing. I think if you do that with these 4 steps, this person won't feel like it's a personal thing that the coach is feeling, but more like it's a concrete situation that is anchored in a behavior that this person should be mindful about.
Yes. And don't do it in front of the team. Take this person aside, talk to this person, not in front of the team.
Yes. So I think these were all the questions we had.
Yes, and thank you for the questions. Like, they were incredible questions. Like, we also reflected a lot about our experience and how we do stuff. So we also learned a lot
while doing this.
What we are doing, actually. That's good.
So I will say, prepare your questions for Monday, and we see you on Why Mondays again.
Why Mondays. All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.